Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to the Epic Battle Fantasy Collection. I am slowly going through the old EBF games and replaying them because I haven't done that in a long time and I think that might be a fun thing to do. A couple of months ago, I did EBF 1 and today I think we're going to be doing EBF 2. So we can go ahead and play this. This is going to be a lot like EBF 1 but with some more refined mechanics. I do not believe that I've got a save file in this game yet. So we'll be going and starting a new game. To me, let's go with normal difficulty. To me, the series didn't really, like, take off until 3, when we got the overworld. The first 2 felt like, a prototype to me in a lot of ways. But we're gonna be going through this, having some fun. I'm expecting this to take about 5 to 7 videos. It's a little bit longer than ABF 1, but not tremendously so. So we've got a little prologue here. After the events of the first game, the world was left in a devastated state. The menacing evil that was terrorizing the universe was destroyed, but with such force that seismic and gamma waves tore the Earth apart. It was not an ideal victory. For many years, the sky was covered with a thick, poisonous smoke, and the global climate took a radical twist. Many creatures began to mutate from the effects and became vicious, attacking people and spreading further disease. Wonderful. Although the Earth eventually began to recover, the order was severely disrupted. There was much competition as to how the human race could be strengthened as to avoid another similar tragedy. While the survivors debate and struggle to rebuild their lives, an ambitious man takes this opportunity to conquer the lands. Gathering an army of beasts and machines, he rampages across the continent, destroying all life in his way in the name of peace. After a slow and painful recovery, our heroes prepare for another epic battle. They have mastered new skills and met new allies along the way to replace their fallen and forgotten comrades. The journey begins in the Kitten Kingdom, whose occupants have shown them kindness and support whilst they were injured, but now they must make a hasty escape. I like the art style of the newer Epic Battle Fantasy games, but I have to say, the old ones have their charm. So let's get into this. We're going to be playing as Matt and Natalie again. Let's see, we've got some special attacks here. Items, so we started out with a default selection of items. We don't have an item shop to start things out. Is there a... There is not a, like, scan ability, is there? No. Alright, well, do I want to go through and just blast things with Pulsar until they die? I guess I'll do that. And we'll see how quickly we can make quick work of things with Matt. I'm sure get a chance to recover my MP later on. So we're gonna go give you a bop to the head. That should take care of the second one. Let's see, there's gonna be a couple of waves of this, and then a boss, I do believe. And, we'll, just spam another Pulsar. I'm gonna do this to cheese the first couple of rounds, I think, and then after that, once the combat really starts to get interesting, I'll start taking this a little more seriously. On normal difficulty, you could probably breeze through this pretty quickly. On epic, you probably are gonna have to work for it a little more. On easy difficulty, rather, you could probably breeze through this pretty quickly. Anyway, let's see. Do I think I can finish this with a power metal? Just as a draining move. Alright. So that's what round 3 got, a free max potion. I'm feeling a little bit weird today. By the way, I don't know exactly why. I had to take something to deal with a bug bite earlier today, and I don't know if it's like messing with my head a little bit, but if I sound a little bit dumber than usual, I'm gonna blame it on that. Hopefully it won't be like a real problem or anything. Maybe I'll just go, like, lie down a little bit after this and see how things go, but, you know, I could probably finish you off with a regular attack from here, right? Yeah. Regular attack does most of the HP to these individual kittens. Yeah, if I say something dumber than usual, I'm just gonna blame it on that. So this is a boss. I can't remember offhand, what these guys are weak to. Should I start, like, buffing myself? Would that be a smart move? Protect, boost party defense 50%? I'm gonna do that just in case. Natalie, we've got white magic. Do you have a barrier, magic defense 60%? I think this is a mostly physical attacker, so I don't know if that's really gonna, let's just use Fireball. I don't know if it's really gonna make a difference here. So let's go do 12,000 damage to you, apparently. Can we use Iceberg? Why is the B in Iceberg capitalized? We're gonna use Eruption. Alright. Is it worth seeing if I can do more damage to you with another attack? I don't think... No, I don't have an MP draining move, do I? Mystery Potion. Random effect. That's exciting. Ether, I've got 3 Ether and 1 Max Ether. Alright. So let's go. Let's just keep spamming Fireball. Got a pretty good amount. Do I have a, attack potion? I don't think I've got a magic potion, do I? Let's use an attack potion on me. Yeah, too much pots is bad for your health. That was, for whatever reason, when I was a kid, I thought that was one of the funnier lines in this game. So let's see, Natalie can drain some HP. I suppose, Matt can probably also drain some HP with, a move that's literally just called Drain. That is almost going to take you down, and if I were to use Judgment again, not really making great use of my MP here, but that should drain a lot of my HP. I think that actually drained more HP than you had, which is kind of funny to think about. And that's okay, because we're going to get an Ether from that. And I got an achievement. Alright, so I get to upgrade a stat. Matt... Upgrading attack on Matt sounds like a good idea. Upgrading magic attack on Natalie sounds like a good idea. Upgrading the defenses on... I should probably at least do a little bit of upgrading defenses, right? We're not gonna really do a berserker run here. Swordsman, standard attack, boost attack, magic attack, defense, magic defense. So that's a balanced buff. Standard attack steals an item. Counter physical attack sometimes. I'm gonna go with counter. Swordsman might overall net me more overall damage per turn, but I like the idea of countering attacks sometimes. For Natalie, alright, Lucky Star, Flare, and Pulsar, boost Judgment by 40%. I might go with that because I feel like I'm going to be using that. Boost Magic Attack by 9% overall. I'm going to boost Judgment because I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of that. Alright, so I think we can get through probably another section of this game before I really want to start ending the video, and possibly a little more after that, depending on how quickly we move. Let's go use Eruption. And that's gonna easily take down that first one. Can I just breeze through these first couple again? No, not quite. Alright, that's annoying. Let's just go and use a regular attack. And if you all could do your regular attack on Matt, that would be great, because then we'd be able to, no, I think I was going for Pulsar. That would be great, because he might have a chance to, like, counter, which would really help me out a little bit. That only did about half to all you guys, which is a little less than I was really hoping for. We can continue to use Power Metal as a draining move. See if that will take you down. Almost. Alright. Yeah, there we go with the counterattack. Natalie, unfortunately, will not counterattack. Will the poison go away on its own after a couple of turns in this game? I don't remember if that was... Oh, I've got a limit break now. I don't remember if that was a mechanic in this game, or if, that was introduced later. I think the regular status buffs fade over time. Really? That was it? Wow. Alright. Oh, that's right. The buffs that you can gain from spamming the same attack over and over again will go down over time, which makes it probably not ideal to continue to spam the same stats. I think I'm gonna go 3 plus attack buffs for Matt, and then after that I'll go defense, magic defense, and for Natalie, I'll alternate defense and magic defense. If I remember. So Swordsman, Potion Thief, Mighty Warrior, Extreme Metal. Boost Power Metal's damage. I feel like I'm gonna be using that quite a bit too, as a draining move. The Swordsman buff there is just looking at me, which makes me think I should probably choose it eventually. Mighty Mage. I do use those a lot. Let's go with those. Alright. Oh, now we've got a boss. Guardian, you shall not pass. Alright, you've got to say it in a very dramatic, overly dramatic voice. Matt does not have a thunder move in this game, I don't think. Let's go Airstrike. Oh yes, your sword and your shield are also individual, like, attack targets in this game too. So Natalie's got a limit break ready to go. That, I believe, is going to be, what would now be 7th Heaven, what was originally, Kayun. And, that's just going to be the, like, the attack and defense buffing moves. Oh, she's stunned. That could be a problem. Let's destroy his arms first. Yeah, sure. But I think that's gonna probably want to wait until a little while, because I'm gonna want to heal. Because you oh, well, there she goes. Go back to the kitten, Matt. Alright, that's a little dated there. A little bit reviving Natalie, and fortunately, this is going to restore her status. And I think this is gonna be as good a time as any to use our limit break here. Are you cute? That's a matter of opinion. But we're gonna go, and that sounded terrible. I'm sorry. Wow. Speaking of not really thinking before I open my mouth here. All right, whatever. But anyway, we'll pretend that didn't happen. I knocked off your sword. Let's go for your shield, and that's going to, I think, maybe one or two more. Your health bar is revealed, which is, I guess I don't really need to scan you. I was thinking like scanning you to get your like to see your elemental weaknesses and stuff. But your health is just shown by default, which is probably as good as we can expect here. So I'm out of judgments. Oh, we do have scan bot. Okay. That's one of Natalie's summons. Huh. Well, whatever. Let's go and try and finish this off. I'll heal my magic and stuff after this, once we get into like a normal round of normal enemies. Eruption, special, airstrike. I'm not going to do airstrike because it does have a chance of summoning the small bombs that will target everyone, but there's only one target here, so that would be kind of wasted. Oh, you've got 100,000 HP that I've got to power through here. That might take a little while. All right, yeah, attack Matt. Oh, I was gonna say counterattack, but he's stunned, so I don't know if we'll be able to do that. All right, well, fine. I can throw bombs at you. Max Ether. I think this will be a good time for a Max Ether. I'll probably have to like buy some, or ooh, meat shield has failed. I'll probably have to buy some or steal some or something eventually. All right. Well, my limit bars are going up pretty quickly with all the damage I'm taking. So there is that. Took 5,000 damage from that. It's gonna take a really long time. Do I have a sword that can give me immunity to stun or anything like that by any chance? No, these are all, the user won't live long with this. Yeah. Boost power metal and healing. Alright, I'm gonna go with that, because I do foresee myself using power metal quite a few times. Well, maybe once anyway, because MP. I don't know if this boosts the amount of damage that I drain from this, or just the amount of damage that I do with it. Alright, I think that actually did deal more damage. Alright. And we've got a nice counterattack there, and we've got a limit break. Actually, Alright, let's have Natalie use her limit break first, because I would like to, buff my attack a little bit before doing this, and now we can go use Cleaver, as it would be known in the future. Alright, so we should be in pretty good shape here, I think. Let's just go ahead and buff you with a regular attack. Needed more RAM, indeed. Alright, so that's it for that boss. Am I gonna get an achievement for that too? I am. And we can, I said I would grab one more attack buff for Matt, and then balance Natalie's defense and magic attack. Cleaver, boost the power of a certain ultimate attack by 40%. Alright, sounds good to me. Boost power metal's healing by 50%. Oh, I also like that. Let's go with healing metal. Gauge for a special attack feels faster. Also sounds good. Occasionally gains auto life status for no reason. Boosts resistance to all elements. And alright, these are all good. I'm gonna do this because I feel like I'm gonna be spamming that pretty often. Or at least I'm going to want to spam that pretty often anyway. So here's a checkpoint. Let's save our game. As our heroes have defeated the guardian of a massive arms factory. Though it seemed that the factory had been deserted for some time, a majority of the weapons are no longer here. We probably should have known by the unkept state of the place. However, our heroes have managed to unlock access to an orbital ion cannon, which is currently conveniently positioned right above this location. I suppose that may be helpful, though potentially lethal to both parties. Make sure to try it out when wanting to vaporize some foes. That's going to be another summon in this game, I believe. In future epic battle fantasy games, that would be a limit break. But And in this game, I believe the only limit breaks are like the default ones. Who's this guy? Ah, that's right. It's one of our rivals from long ago. He's not here to fight today, though. It looks like he's gathered a lot of treasure and wants to sell us some pots. All right. Pots. Meanwhile, No Legs the cat struggles with the tormented souls of his fallen brothers who he betrayed back in his homeland, as he would otherwise have never been allowed to leave on this urgent quest. Truly the dilemma. Their corpses must be slain again in order to rest them in peace. So this is one of the mini-games, so let's see. Arrow keys, move left, right, jump attack, and we've also got aerial and ranged attacks. So this is going to be a bit of a mini fighting game. Ow. Please don't. If I can... No, stop that. If I can get any... Boy. Alright, that's better. Wow, I'm really doing terrible here. No! God. There we go. Heart. Ow. Alright, that didn't last very long at all. That was awful. But whatever. So, I'm probably gonna want some Waters of Life. I'm probably also gonna want some Ethers. Oh, we do have magic potions. How did I not see that? Alright, whatever. I'm gonna buy a magic potion. We've got money for 1 max ether and 1 regular ether. And that's about it. If I'd done better in that minigame, I think I would have had more. Oh, I got automatically healed after that. Cool. Should I go back to spamming Pulsar? I probably shouldn't. That was fine for, like, early in the game. But probably not really an ideal way to play here. Alright. So, if memory serves, a lot of the jellies are weak to ice. You know what? Should I summon you and just see if my memory is serving me correctly? You know what? Is there an achievement for scanning all the foes? That just occurred to me. In future games there are, but I don't know if that was the case in this one. You're weak to ice and thunder. Ow. You know what would be a really cool upgrade is immunity to poison. Let me go and just let's see, iceberg on your stupid face, and then I'll see if the same is true for the blue one over here. I assume they're different enemies. Yeah, red jelly and blue jelly. Ice and earth. Alright, so ice is the common factor. Alright. So you're gonna be poisoned. That was some innuendo, I'm sure. Let's go take that one down, and let's go take, let's just throw a little glacier at you, take this one down. Goodbye. And there's probably going to be a couple of rounds of this before we've got to fight something a little bit more annoying. This wouldn't be a bad time to use Airstrike or Power Metal, I think. You know what? Let's switch back to Natalie, have her use Pulsar, because there are 3 enemies out now, and Pulsar will damage all of them. Alright, that wasn't as much as I was thinking it was. Alright, Power Metal it is. Heal is nice. That did more than Pulsar did. By a lot. I know I got the upgrade for Pulsar, but wow. Alright, so Natalie is running low on health there. She's, I think, ready for a limit break. Should it come down to that. Let's just use a black magic and drop a Lucky Star on this guy. Lucky Star is a good, like, reliably small amount of damage attack. Well, good thing I bought that extra Water of Life. Lucky Star is a good, reliably small amount of damage attack. It's not something you really want to count on to really get through a lot of your, you know, words. Get through a lot of your fights. But if you just need to knock something out real quick with Natalie, it'll do the trick. Alright. Should I use Airstrike? Let's go temper myself. That's gonna, raise my own attack for future use. I kinda wanna use a limit break. I'm not in, like, Matt didn't really need the healing, but I do want the buffs. Come on, Matt, counterattack. No? Come on, Matt, counterattack. There we go. Alright, that was pretty good. So, Matt can go, I think, drop an airstrike on at least one of these guys. Alright, that's gonna be the big one. That was pretty good. We can use Pulsar again, and that should take down, I think that should take down at least the blue jelly. Yeah, almost took down the turtle, too, which is pretty nice. You're gonna take some damage there. which is a little annoying. Matt can just go do a regular attack. And can Natalie take you down with a regular attack? I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Let's just drop another Lucky Star on you. Lucky Star, I think, has a pretty wide random damage range. Like, I've seen it do up to, like, 13,000, which is pretty good, but it can also do a lot less. Alright. So we've got some of these turtles here. Very good. Heal more. I feel like I should probably use heal more often than I am. Alright. So, Glacier on the fire one is probably gonna do a good chunk of damage. Yeah, 20,000 there, pretty good. Matt, please stop taking damage. Natalie, why are you always poisoned? Why is Natalie always poisoned? Alright. Anyway, so that's, Spamming Pulsar. Yes, I know it's not a good use of MP, but I do want to take one down and do damage to the other. Alright, yeah, now you're buffing your defense. You're buffing both your defenses, really, which is kind of a pain. But let's see, I think I should be able to hit through that. And no, probably won't take you down on this turn. So White Magic Heal More, this would be a good opportunity to do that. We're gonna go and bring ourselves... Yeah, let's not die too quick. Come on, attack Matt. He can counterattack. I don't know if the enemy AI is good enough for them to really figure that out. Like, if you have a buff of sorts to not attack that character. But we'll make it through there. Alright, so we've made it to a checkpoint, and I think I'm gonna end this off here. I'm gonna go... I said I would pick 3 attack upgrades for Matt, and then I would start spreading it out with defense and magic defense. Alright, fine. I want to go more attack. I want to do more attack, but... diminishing returns. Buffing my defenses probably would get me a lot more mileage here. Alright. So we've got Swordsman, Aerial Support, Airstrike activates randomly, Burning Soul. Again... I feel like Swordsman is something I'm going to be using less and less of as we go through the game. Unless I won't, I don't know. Alright, let's go Burning Soul. I do like Eruption. And I do use that pretty often. But occasionally gains auto life for no reason. Lucky Star, Flare, and Pulsar. Let's do this to buff my my elemental resistance. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to end this off here. So next time, we're going to be taking on this multicolored golem. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I hope you all enjoyed that. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. And I will see you all later.